And then, let's call it what it was, the biggest story of last week, and let's say the continuation of the biggest story of the year. Microsoft decided to roll back their previously announced Xbox One DRM policies.
God, that only happened 5 days ago.
Yeah.
That feels like so long ago.
June 19th is when it all went down. And just straight up does not require an always online internet connection. They've said that you will need to get online when you first set up your Xbox One, but then after that, if you don't ever want to get back online, fucking don't.
That shit is crazy.
I know.
I was describing this to someone. This might actually be the craziest thing to happen in video games.
The craziest? I mean, Jeff, you've been around for a while.
This is like, I mean, there's stuff that like never got out publicly or whatever that is like weird and crazy and whatever. But I mean, in terms of just like stated policy reversals or just wild shit happening in video games, this is up there with the day they killed the Dreamcast. This is up there with...
How about the Vitality sensor? That was pretty fucking crazy.
This is up there with when they announced and then released the Sega Saturn on the same day.
Yeah. Of just like
Surprise
pivotal
launch.
fucking wild moments of just like, what the fuck is going on? And when they released the Saturn, it was like a good thing. You were like, yeah. When they killed the Dreamcast, you were like, well, I understand why you would do that, but that's it's still weird. And this is just fucking crazy. Seems like the right move.
Yeah.
For them to make.
It seems like the right move. And
it
also
solves a lot of perception problems for them. Right? I mean,
but the thing is that it seemed like the move that coming out of E3 for everything that Microsoft was out there saying, defending the policies, having executives talking about this stuff, like all signs pointed to Microsoft was just going to muscle the fuck ahead and keep with this policy.
Yeah.
So that was the crazy thing to me was like they offered.
They did not blink during E3.
No, they're like, we're going to.
They were like, this is the thing, man.
This is how we're doing it.
But I wonder. Well, I don't know. It's at some point. I'm sure
there's a lot of theories.
Every interview through E3, all the talk out of E3, like they made their case on video games.
Yeah,
they went out there and said, hey, we think we have some good
are the
games we have. We think we got some good stuff. And the response kind of unilaterally was people going, yeah, fuck that. What about this other fucking thing that you're doing? This is the worst. So if the games weren't penetrating through that layer, then they kind of would have no hope in the marketplace. So they're probably smart to do it. It's fucking crazy.
I bet that was a demoralizing ass E3 in some regards because of that stuff.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just feeling like, if I was Microsoft, I would feel like, hey, we had a bunch of really good games at E3, but all anyone was talking about...
And we got some great ideas for the future of interactive entertainment. Oh, God, no one cares. What the fuck is going on? Oh, Jesus.
No one likes our ideas at all.
You're throwing these things at me.
I heard
no
DRM.
more trucks.
How does Max feel about DRM?
Dr. M? He loves it. He loves it when he throws the pills. Oh, I made this joke already.
Yeah. But we were walking somewhere. I don't think anyone else got to hear your Dr. Mario DRM joke.
Yeah. It's done.
Fill in the blanks yourself on that one.
You get the rest of it. We gave you the parts. Build your own fucking joke.
Just write your own joke and put it on the internet somewhere.
Mail it in to Highlights for Kids.
I have never seen an outlet be so wrong than we were going into E3 with all the shit, like
every part,
every single part. Sony has to do the.
Sony's going to toe the line because
they'll never announce prices at an E3. No,
prices are based on,
They fucking no. We're just completely
historical wisdom,
and that's why I feel like
prices,
talking about this stuff now. I don't fucking know. Maybe a fucking flamingo will shoot out of the PS4 at some point.
It's not like we weren't hearing that stuff about the Sony
maybe
DRM.
Jack Tretton is Miyamoto.
It was all based on.
Oh, I'm not saying it's baseless. I'm just saying what I would have put down on paper and like kind of what we committed to was so off base from what happened. It's incredible.
Right.
It's amazing. And I'm not saying to anybody who's out there being like, you guys were fucking wrong, you don't get a pass. But like, yeah, it's fucking nuts. What's happening
it's like a probability thing of like, all right, there's a 1% chance all this stuff is going to happen. And like that 1% hit.
It's hard.
It's like everyone on every side just said, fuck it, man, let's go for it.
Yeah.
And in a way that they haven't for the past decade plus.
And now this is announcement by Microsoft.
And looking back on this E3 and the continued drama here, it's to me it's really putting a highlight on the fact that like the last few years and the last few E3s have been fucking boring.
Well, we were able to. I think we almost were able to predict previous E3s down to the beats of like, totally, show Gears of War trailer, show this trailer, show this, blomp, 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 show that, and then
and even E3. Like having been through some of the hardware loop before of going and seeing what those press conferences look like and how those announcements totally roll out. These were not like those.
No, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It is.
I like it that everyone's bringing it this way, frankly.
Sony just fucking brought a fucking knife and just showed up and went like, this is how we're going to do it now, son. This is how it is now, son. And then Microsoft just showed up like it was nobody's business and went like, oh, God, they brought a knife.
Just ignore the knife. Just ignore the knife and just keep doing what you're doing.
And don't make eye contact.
They ignored the blade for a lot of days and then came out and said like, all right, you guys, we should have just brought a knife before and now
we're getting knives.
Yeah, the blade interface is back, is what we're saying.